Greetings in the name of the Lord. My dearest friends, our verse for today comes from the Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 16, verse 24. He called out, "Father Abraham, have mercy on me and send Lazarus to dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am in agony in these flames." Dearest friends, the verse we just heard is taken from the parable of the rich man and the Lazarus, which Jesus shared with the people to teach them how grave the sin of omission is. In this parable, there are two personalities, the rich man and the Lazarus, and then in between comes the father Abraham. The verse we just heard, I want us to note two things that we can learn from this verse. In the first place, in verse 23, before our very verse, it said that from Hades, this rich man, when he died, he went to Hades, while Lazarus went to the bosom of Abraham. So from Hades, this man looked up and saw Lazarus standing with Abraham. And then he called on Abraham to send Lazarus to come and dip a finger in the water and drop on his tongue. The rich man was able to notice the presence of Lazarus because he was in pain, because he was in a problem, he was suffering. But before now, in verse 19 and verse 20, the rich man and Lazarus, when they were still alive, he was daily feasting in his house, and Lazarus was sitting by the gate, but he never recognized Lazarus. My dearest friends, this seems to be my story and your story. Sometimes when we are enjoying life, when things are moving well with us, we tend to be enjoying life and not be conscious of the people who are suffering by our side. We recognize or notice the presence of people when we are only in need. We can see it in our daily lives. There are some people, the only moment they call you or they send message to you is when they are in need. I may be guilty, you may be guilty. Do you notice people around you when things are going well also? Or you only recognize the presence of people or take notice of their presence in your life only when you need them? The second point, notice the game this rich man played here. Instead of calling Lazarus directly to come and assist him, to come and lift him up from his problem, from his pains, he directed the question to Abraham and now asks Abraham to command Lazarus. What stops us from receiving help from people? It's not because of the people we know who can command them. It's because of the kind of relationship we have built with them. And Abraham did not waste time to explain to this rich man, when you were living, you were enjoying and Lazarus was suffering. Now you are suffering and Lazarus. Besides, not that we don't want to help you, even if we want. Even if Lazarus wants to come and help you, he can't, because there is a big chasm between us. None from your side can come to our own, and none from our own can come to your side. In life, we build bridges that will link us up with people. The way we live our lives help us to construct bridge with which or upon which people can walk to come to our assistance. If we are living and we are building enemies and we are creating holes and we are creating that difference because of what we have and who we are, when life turns and when table turns, there will be no bridge that will assist people to come to our assistance. How are you living your life? What kind of bridge are you building for the future, for afterlife? Even in this life, for tomorrow, what are you doing with what you have? How do you treat people around you, your co-workers, your employees, the people you pay, the people who have no work at all, those living around you in the street? Do you mind only the entrance into your car and the entrance into your house? Do you take note of little children suffering in the street to come to their assistance?